Okay. Oh, good morning, Reggie. How you going? My name's Kerry.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to finally meet you in here. Can I get you a drink of water or tea or coffee before we start today?
No, I'm alright. That's fine.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Reggie, I have got your assessment paperwork here. I understand you went through and did a thorough assessment with Karen with all of your personal information the other day.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. So I'll be taking over from there. I'll be your case manager for the next few weeks and months. So, you know, anything that we discuss and plan and go through, I'll be helping you through the next few months, okay?
Yeah.
All right. So, firstly, before we start, I'm just going to quickly run through our privacy, confidentiality and disclosure, just so you understand what information we can or cannot give out, okay? So everything that you say to me is private and confidential, unless you give me consent to hand out your information. So whether it's to other services, you know, that might want your phone number, name, bits and pieces, we'll just fill out a consent form and you'll know exactly who's getting your information, what information we're handing over. But you know, we'll need your consent to do so first. So that's the first reason we can hand out your private information, okay?
Yeah.
Secondly, if you're of harm of risk to yourself or others, that's another reason to disclose your information.
Okay.
Or if the courts subpoena your records, then we'll have to disclose your private records or whatnot, okay?
Alright.
All right, so as far as developing our case plan, moving forward, we're going to just have a chat through your current needs and goals, you know, going into the future. We're going to, when we develop the case plan, we go through and explain exactly who's going to be doing what, so whether you would like me to advocate for you and ring services, or if you're comfortable to go ahead and do that, we'll jot down exactly who will be doing what, so we can work towards these, you know, reaching the needs and goals, you know, and working towards getting all of that sorted out for you. But it'll be detailed, so we'll know exactly who's doing what, exactly when, with dates and times. And then, you know, when we start to implement the plan, which will be the next step after we develop it, then, you know, I will be working with you and other services. We'll all be working together. You know, it's a holistic approach, and we're tailoring a case plan to your needs and your goals, so we can all work together. It's up to me to monitor and oversee the plan and make sure that you're getting to appointments, or, you know, if there's something you're not happy with a service or with our plan and any time limits, you can just give me a call, let me know, and then we can tailor that plan and change what might not be working for you going forward, okay?
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically what we're doing here. We're going to jot down some short-term, mid-term and long-term goals that we can work towards. And then when we implement it, we will break it right down to exactly who's doing what and when they're doing it. Okay? All right, so let's have a look. I'm just going to jot down a few notes, if you don't mind. That way I can get down the main points that we talk about here today. And then we can expand from there and prioritise your needs and goals. Is that okay? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll help both of us. Then I'll know exactly what's going on over here. All right. So as far as your needs and goals, you just let me know also the needs and goals that stand out the most to you, the ones that you want us to prioritise going forward.
Yeah.
So when we have a chat, you know, just let us know exactly how you're feeling and what you want to work towards, and then we'll chat about a few options and services going forward, okay?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to just let me know a little bit more about your situation and exactly what's going on, and then we'll carry on from there.
So I've just completed my treatment of methamphetamine addiction. and I wanted to stay off it for good. And I've recently been diagnosed with HIV, which I'm trying to come to terms with. I was quite surprised when I heard it. I believe that I'm finally feeling well enough to establish a relationship with my family again, who I miss. I haven't seen my ex-wife and 3 children in 2 years, and I would like to see them again sooner or later. I also need support to find more appropriate accommodation and potentially some part-time work.
Okay. Oh, that's fantastic. We've got a fair few goals that we can work towards there. Thank you for sharing that with me. Firstly, can I just say something that really stood out to me that I think you should be really proud of? Getting through your methamphetamine program, I take it, was that was through us, that was the 12-week program, wasn't it?
Yes.
And you've completed that successfully, so that's fantastic. You know, I hope you're, really feeling proud of yourself for that, because that takes a lot of guts and determination. So congratulations. That's really fantastic to hear that.
Thank you very much.
That's what we do here. We're here to support you through. So, if you have any other issues, now that the treatment is over, we've always got our counsellors here to talk to, and other support services that we can refer you to going forward. So, just to keep in check with you and make sure that you're keeping on track, because we want you to be as healthy as you can and, live the best possible life you can. So,
yeah.
We'll, we can monitor how you're feeling, and going forward, increase or have more counselling if you might need it, while we're working together, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you've recently been diagnosed with HIV, you've mentioned.
Yeah.
So you've currently got your own GP that you're seeing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And have they offered you any support or any other services when you found out?
I saw my GP, but I was in shock when he broke the news to me that I had HIV. So I sort of just ran out, and I haven't been since.
Okay, so you haven't been back to see him since then. So how long ago were you diagnosed?
A week ago.
Okay, all right, so that's pretty new and fresh to deal with. Okay. All right, well look, straight away, are you happy to go back to that GP? I can refer you to some fantastic doctors around town that specialise in HIV treatment. So, that's totally up to you. We can refer you over to there's the sexual health clinic in town. They do testing and treatment, and that's all free. They also offer so many other programs and supports for any other sexual health issues.
Yep.
So that's an option if you wanted to see them. There's also over on the doctors on Bar Street.
Yeah.
They have doctors in there with years of experience in HIV treatment and care. So that's another option we can talk about as well. If you're happy to go and see your GP, then that's fantastic, because then he can refer you on to other services and give you an idea of the treatment and, symptoms and stuff going forward with your diagnosis, okay?
Yep.
Yeah. So would you prefer to stay with your GP and work with them first?
Yes, I think I just want to go back and see my GP, get more comfortable with him, explain to him, apologise, and then see where he can refer me to after that, what he thinks is best.
No worries. Well, I think that really is a priority for your health, just so you can get all the information that you need going forward. I understand with HIV you do need to take medication to try to keep it at bay and keep you as healthy as possible. So I think that is going to be at the top of our list, is to get you straight back to the GP and figure out how we can help support you through that firstly, okay?
Yep.
You mentioned on there, so you're looking for like more appropriate housing. So whereabouts are you staying at the moment? What's your housing situation?
So I'm living in my friend's spare room, but the lease is up in 1 month, and he's moving out of town, so I won't have anywhere to stay.
So you won't have anywhere to stay. Okay, no worries. Well, we can get you some temporary or short-term housing as soon as possible. Obviously, that's going to be a priority, a short-term goal for us to make sure that you have that sorted out.
Yeah.
I would I'd like to refer you to SHAC, which is Shelter Housing Action Cairns. They have so much information on accommodation, how to get yourself, set up if you are looking for longer term accommodation, doing referrals, going through real estates, doing all the paperwork side of things. They also have other supports there as well. If you're interested, I can refer you to them, and we can go from there. We can also get in contact with Centrelink too, if you wanted to try to see if you could be eligible, if you're making enough with your Centrelink payments to maybe jump into a share accommodation or something. We can talk to Centrelink about rent assistance and things like that if you wanted to.
Okay.
But SHAC are fantastic. They will have so much information for you. So if you'd like to, we can go ahead and refer you to them as well. I think, short-term goals, your health and your housing is most important.
Yeah.
For working towards midterm goals, I understand how important it would be to see your children and your ex-wife, and we can go ahead and prioritise that if you'd like to. Give them a call straight away and see what the possibility is of meeting up with them. What's your situation like with actually, I should probably find out firstly your 3 children. What are their names and how old are they?
I have my oldest, Mark, he's 14.
Okay.
I have Craig, who's 12, and Sarah, who is 10.
Oh,
That's my littlest.
Oh, okay. So she's the 2 boys and a girl. Sarah, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Okay. Well, look, I know how hard it is not to have contact with people that you love. So, totally up to you, but that is a priority, going forward. So we can work towards that. We can get in contact with them as soon as possible. One thing I do need to know is that, are there any court orders in place with your ex-wife or with your children that would stop us from having contact?
No, but they live in Townsville. That's just why I haven't seen them. And I'm not on good talking terms with my ex.
Oh, okay. Oh, no worries. Well, look, that's what I'm here for as well. I can advocate for you. I can give your ex-wife a call if you'd like to, and let her know your situation and that you are keen to get in contact and see the kids. We can meet halfway. Townsville's not that far. With your concession, you can get concession bus trips or train trips, so you might be able to get down to Townsville to see your kids if that works better for them. But we can definitely discuss that and figure out exactly when we can catch up with them. So we'll work towards that. As soon as we've got your GP appointment booked in and we refer you to SHAC, we will give your ex-wife a call and we can go from there. If you're not comfortable with talking to her, like I said, I can have a chat to her. Okay, does that sound all right?
Yep, that sounds good.
All right, perfect. And you've also mentioned here, where are we? You're interested in getting some part-time work moving forward? Yeah. So, do you have any experience? Have you worked before, or have you got a resume or anything like that made up? or when did you last work?
Oh, so yes, I last worked over a year ago as a cook at a cafe in town. I've had a few jobs as a cook, and like a kitchen hand over the years.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fantastic that you've got experience. That's a really good start. So that was over a year ago was the last time that you worked?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So over 12 months. So, you know, that should qualify you through Centrelink, through like Job Finder, Job Seeker. There should be like incentives to get back to work. So there could be programs available that we can talk about. We can get in contact with Centrelink and talk about some programs to maybe help you upskill if you're interested. If you're happy to just jump straight back into the workforce, you know, we can jump on, I can hook you up to Seek or Jora, which are job agencies, there's an app on your phone, you can have a look through, put in all of your details, and anything that pops up that might fit the criteria that you've put in for work. We can upload your resume to there, or we can update it and upload it, and then it's ready to go. Then you can just apply for jobs through there, and we can get you straight back into the workforce if you wanted to. Another option as well is we can have a chat to TAFE as well and see what programs they offer. You might be able to get in there and upskill with your cooking skills if you're interested, or branch off onto something else. They've got all sorts of programs in there to help upskill and help you advance in your career and get into some work experience if you're interested in anything else. Okay. All right. Well, I think we've covered a few things today. So as far as I think the most important thing that we sort of started with was your health. Obviously it's a big shock to you, and going to your GP and having a chat, or you can have a chat to the counsellors in here straight away, so that you can get it off your chest and get the information that you need to deal with the diagnosis. I think that's the most important. Being diagnosed with HIV isn't the end of the world. You can live with it. You can have a full, happy and long life. It all comes down to the treatment and, what sort of mindset you have. So, if you get that support around you, we can get you the information, then you'll know exactly what steps to take to keep yourself nice and healthy, okay?
Yep, alright, sounds good.
There's also a group as a long-term goal if you wanted to. There's a group called QPP, which is Queensland Positive People. They also have HIV treatments, information, chat groups, support groups, and if you need to go in and have a chat with anybody there, that's another service. You could go in and connect with some people as well if you wanted to, if you're interested.
Yeah.
Okie doke. All right. So as far as I've got jotted down here today, we've got your short-term goals, your GP and the counsellor. So we can hook you back up with the counsellor you were seeing here at ATODS.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah.
We will get straight on to your GP as soon as possible and book you in so that you're covered there. With your housing, we'll go ahead and refer you to SHAC.
Okay,
Yeah. Your family, we can, within the next couple of days after we get those few things sorted, we can give, was it Jane? Your wife Jane?
Yes.
Oh, ex-wife Jane, we can give her a call. I can advocate for you, and we can talk about connecting with the family and seeing the kids again, okay?
Yeah.
So we'll work that towards more of a mid-term goal, because we'll have to chat with her and figure out what suits her and trying to meet halfway.
Yeah.
And then, working down the track, we'll try and organise some part-time work for you. We'll jump onto Seek and Jora and upload your information. We'll have a chat to TAFE if you want to upskill for a few courses going forward.
Yeah.
Does that sounds okay for you?
Yeah.
That's all right?
Yeah, it works well.
Okay, so I've noted those down. As far as our dates go, so, you know, if we get in contact with the doctor today and make you an appointment, you know, then I can come back through and review. So basically, I'll be monitoring our case plan when we start to implement everything.
Yeah.
I'll be monitoring everything, so you know, you go ahead and make appointments, and then I'll be checking in with you, or, you know, I'll go ahead and advocate, and then, you know, come back to you. We'll organise meetings where we can sit down and review everything and make sure that the plan's going the way that you would like it to, and that you're happy with all the services that we've got going for you, all right?
Yeah.
So, you know, if that's okay with you, we can go ahead and jot down some dates and work on implementing the case plan, and get you the support that you need.
Yeah.
Okay?
Alright,
That's
yeah.
okay?
Yeah, that'd be great, thank you.
All right, thank you so much for coming in and having a chat. Are you sure you don't want to drink a water or tea or coffee?
No, I'm alright, thanks.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so let's put this plan together and go from there.
Okay, thank you, Kara.
Thank you.